Breaking news, a man accused of shooting and killing a Cathedral Catholic high school teacher is found guilty of first-degree murder. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. The jury deliberated for less than 6 hours today. CBS 8's David Gottfredson has been following this case. He joins us live now from the downtown courthouse. David?
The jury found Jesse Alvarez guilty of first-degree murder and a special circumstance of lying in wait when he shot and killed Mario Fiero in front of his North Park home in February 2021. Here's video of the verdict being read in court just hours ago.
We, the jury in the above entitled cause, find the defendant, Jesse Milton Alvarez, guilty of the crime of murder in the first degree, and we further find that the murder of Mario Fiero was committed by defendant Jesse Milton Alvarez True, who intentionally killed Mario Fiero by means of lying in wait.
Very little reaction from the defendant in court, but because of the special circumstance, his mandatory sentence will be life in prison without the possibility of parole. Prosecutors say the motive for the murder was jealousy. Fiero, the teacher, was engaged to the gunman's ex-girlfriend. Alvarez had claimed he shot the teacher in self-defense, but in the end, the jury looked at some very damning evidence against the gunman, including internet searches Alvarez made before the shooting, like, quote, how to kill your ex's fiance, and, quote, how to kill somebody with a handgun. Both sides spoke to reporters outside court. We asked the prosecutor about Alvarez's decision to take the witness stand and testify in his own defense.
In testifying, he was attempting to explain two things: why he conducted the Google searches, and he attempted to state that he had murdered Mr. Fiero in self-defense.
Did you think that was good for him or not?
I can't really answer as far as that goes, but the jury made the right call.
What's his reaction?
He's obviously in shock. This is devastating news. We have set the sentencing for May 10th, and after sentencing, I'm sure he'll file a notice of appeal immediately.
Now, again, the judge has no discretion in sentences. He has to give him life without the possibility of parole. Alvarez will remain in jail without bail.
David, Alvarez's testimony was interesting, to say the least. What did the defense have to say about this tactic, whether it was a good idea to put Alvarez on the stand?
They defended that tactic. They said it was the correct decision because they were trying to show that the defendant had mental health issues. But I have to say, he was not very convincing on the stand, and obviously the jury did not give his testimony much weight.
Yeah, it didn't come across as sincere for those who watched that testimony. David Gottfredson reporting live for us. Thanks, David.
A wild scene in the Marriott Marina this weekend involving a local business owner and philanthropist who we've featured here on CBS 8.
It ended with the man dropping his pants and screaming at a 21-year-old employee on the dock in front of hundreds of onlookers. CBS 8's Anna Laurel joins us live from the marina right next to the Seaport Village with more on this story. Anna.
That's right, you guys. It's pretty busy out here on a Monday afternoon, Monday evening. It's even busier on a Sunday afternoon when this all went down. There's a private dock here behind me. Not just anybody can pull up and use it. And when a worker told a man on a Lamborghini yacht yesterday that he couldn't use that dock, well, the guy on the yacht got a lot of attention for all the wrong reasons. When this $4.5 million Lamborghini yacht rolled into the Marriott Marina yesterday afternoon, everyone stopped to stare, take pictures and videos. One of those people was Joseph Holt, who works at the private dock here. But when the boat tried to pick up someone, Joseph had to stop them.
I told him respectfully that he couldn't be there, and I honestly was hoping to maybe have a conversation with him about his cool boat. But yeah, it completely went the other way.
AJ Thakor owns the boat. He's also known as Ace Rogers on social media. CBS 8 has done stories about his philanthropy and business, but that's not the Ace Joseph met yesterday.
It escalated immediately. It was 0 to 100 immediately.
Joseph says Ace threatened his life. It's pretty serious. What do you mean he was threatening your life?
He was saying, I will kill you, like over and over and over.
Someone even posted video of it to YouTube. Joseph says Ace gets out his wallet and continues his vicious tirade toward him as he throws $100 bills at him and into the water.
I'm a minimum wage worker, and he was commenting on...
He was saying that?
Yeah, on my status of who I am just because of my job. He was saying I'm nobody, I'm nothing, I work a silly job. He said that he knows people, he has connections, and he can change my life and ruin it.
You can see Joseph standing on the dock as the boat pulls away.
I didn't really even know how to process it. I really was just trying to restrain myself from potentially getting fired from my job or, just stepping out of line. The only thing I did was give him the bird.
You can see that on the video too, but it's what Ace did next that Joseph says upset him most.
He had dropped his pants and started to make gestures at everybody that was watching, and me. You can't act that way in public, and it's just not okay, especially threatening my life at the very least. There's women and children there. That's the most important part.
Yeah, I actually got video and pictures from several people this afternoon. A lot of people saw this happen. Now, this afternoon, I did get a statement from Ace Rogers. Here's what it says. Quote, "The interaction that occurred yesterday was regrettable. What started as a minor misunderstanding escalated into an argument, and I apologize for my actions and those who witnessed the unfortunate exchange." Live out here at the marina right next to Seaport Village, I'm Anna Laurel for CBS 8. Guys?
Well, Joseph is saying that his life was threatened. Did Harbor Police get involved?
Yeah, I spoke with Harbor Police earlier today. They were going to look into it, and late this afternoon, they told me that they did respond to a report of a possible intoxicated vessel operator. But by the time they got here, that Lamborghini yacht was long gone. About 10 minutes later is when they arrived. They did say, "We strongly encourage people to be respectful of others and lawfully enjoy their time on and around San Diego Bay."
And not to boat while drinking. Don't know who was captaining that boat, but important there too. Thanks so much, Anna.
The sheriff's investigators say an early morning fire that killed a man in Santee appears to be an accident. It broke out at a mobile home on Woodside Avenue just before 2:30 this morning. One man was able to escape, but investigators say his father died in the fire. It took crews about an hour to put out the flames.
County Supervisor Taryn Lossa-Reamer plans to ask the Board of Supervisors to pass a series of actions tomorrow to improve local health care. She says reimbursements for health care providers under the federal Medi-Cal program is less than what it could be, leading to a shortage in providers for low-income families. Lossa-Reamer wants the board to look at the program and find ways to increase the federal reimbursement rate.
This is an issue that hurts the people it was designed to protect, while impeding access to health care and eroding its quality for every resident.
According to the American Hospital Association, reimbursements covered only 88 cents for every dollar spent on caring for patients in 2020.
In just a few minutes, a town hall will be getting underway in Linda Vista with a very important goal: to reduce gun violence across our county.
District Attorney Summer Stephan is being joined by county and city leaders, and the event is open to the public. CBS 8's Steve Price joins us live from the Linda Vista Library with a preview. Steve?
And Marcella and Carlo, that town hall starts at 6:30. I had a chance to go inside, check out the room. It can hold about 65 people. They're expecting a good crowd for a great conversation on reducing gun violence.
Police say it happened at a baby shower. 2 people killed earlier this month after shots fired between rival gang members near a pool area at an apartment complex in Grantville. Many of those who live here are students at San Diego State.
If you have to take a gun somewhere, then you shouldn't go.
Bishop Cornelius Bowser used to be in a gang, so he understands why things like this happen and how it leads to more violence through retaliation. That's why his organization, Shafat Outreach, meets with the gang members involved in shootings immediately after they happen to try and end the cycle of violence.
We're trying to disrupt or prevent further violence from happening. And by doing it, we go directly to those individuals that have the highest potential possibility of retaliating.
Shafat Outreach is also calling for a season of peace that runs now through April 8th. Not only asking for no shots fired over the next 4 weeks, but also for the community to come together, like tonight at a town hall at the Linda Vista Library, to collaborate on ways to reduce violent crimes in hard-hit neighborhoods.
The ultimate goal is to end gun violence.
Therese Heimer is president of San Diegans for Gun Violence Prevention and will be participating in tonight's town hall.
The format tonight is very much a question and answer. And so if you have questions, we hope that you will come as a member of the public.
She'll be joined by District Attorney Summer Stephan and several other elected leaders, but no law enforcement agencies are participating. Bowser says only the San Diego Police Department has shown an interest in working with organizations like his to end gang violence. He's hoping after conversations like the one tonight, that will change.
We're hoping that we can get some of the elected officials that they respect, and we can all come together and sit down and work on working together.
It is going to take everyone working together. Once again, that town hall tonight from 6:30 to 8 here at the Linda Vista Library. If you can't make it out, don't worry. Our Esmeralda Perez is going to be here, and she'll have a full report on what happens coming up for you on News 8 at 10 and 11.
Important conversation there, Steve. You mentioned that San Diego police have a good relationship with Bishop Bowser's outreach group, but not necessarily with other law enforcement agencies. Do we know what is going on there with those relationships?
You know, I talked to him about that. He said there are a couple reasons, Carlo. The first is that there's a lot of turnover in departments. So he said by the time they build up that trust in the relationship, people move on and they have to start over again. So that's one of the issues they're dealing with. He said another problem is that a lot of police departments prefer to go in the other direction and focus more on tougher laws than trying to work within the community. He said that's kind of frustrating for them.
Looking for answers anywhere we can. Steve Price reporting for us live. Thanks, Steve.